Guys, can you hear me? Can you give me a thumbs up or just text to see if you can hear me? I'm actually using a new device. Hey guys, can you all hear me? Raisa, can you hear me? You can hear me? Can you hear me? I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. Awesome, great. Thank you, Ruth. Awesome, great. Okay. Yeah, I'm experimenting with these AirPods, so want to make sure that you all can hear me. Awesome, good. I'll just put up the volume a little bit more. Good, awesome. Getting everything set here. Wait a couple of more minutes, or not minutes, but a couple of seconds. It's great to see you all. Rachel, thank you all for being here. Ellen, thanks for coming in. Like I said before, it's always like being part of an old show back in the 70s called Romper Room, where everybody would see each other. She'd hold like a lollipop and say, hi, I see Susan, and I see Samantha, and I see Kwa, and I see Rashima. Giving me some really nice flashbacks. So we'll just wait a couple of more seconds. And some of you also might notice that I changed the room a little bit up. So hopefully you'll found this really nice Buddha picture that we put up here. Added some flowers. Somebody just asked me, how are things out here? Things are really nice here. Yesterday was 85 degrees here in Kansas City, and I was able to drive out to Kansas and went for a nice little nature walk, which was really beautiful, and came across actually a green snake, which I had never seen in person before. And it wasn't poisonous, but it was just really interesting to see it go along the path in front of me. The last time I came encounter with a snake like that was doing work in Nicaragua, and there was a poisonous snake, and we were actually picking coffee, and this poisonous snake is by us, and the people, the owners of the land were like shouting, oh, stop, nobody move, nobody move. And they safely removed the snake, and just reminded me of the dangers of the work that people do around the world. And every time I drink a cup of coffee, never really thought about that, but how this much needed beverage that I do on a daily basis, that there's so much that goes into that cup of coffee. It's actually not how I want to start our today's practice, so we will begin. So it is awesome to see you all, and my music is coming in from a television set, so let's see if we can put this on pause for a minute. So I want to thank you all for being here today. We are approaching a beautiful full moon that's coming up. So my focus for you all today is setting our intentions on what is on the other side of this. So we'll be doing some warrior poses today. And as always, when we go into warrior, I will let you know the point when you are looking forward, if you can, to close your eyes and to set your intentions. And all that means is envisioning what is next for you. And when I mean by next, I don't just mean by what's going to be after COVID, but I mean what is next for you within the next breath, within the next sunset, within the next sunrise. What are those things that you want to reach in and bring into your lives? That's what I mean by next. Setting your intentions on what is next. As a reminder, every moment that we have to breathe in, it's an opportunity to bring newness into our hearts. And every time we exhale, it's an opportunity to let go of whatever it is that we're holding on to, whether it's something from the past, anxiety, stress, just to let that energy go. Those of you who have an opportunity, I posted something on Facebook today. It's a quick little video. It's called the New Realization, and it's about a man talking to his son or his daughter, and the child asks, tell me about this new realization. Tell me about that virus. So it takes place in the future. And it is one person's perception of how we got to this place, but more importantly, what has changed, what have we learned, and how did we move forward from here? And that's something that we all have in common. We are all experiencing this, no matter what part of the state we're in, no matter what part of the country, or no matter what part of the world. So what are the lessons that you have learned? And I'm constantly struggling through this darkness and through this grayness, being here in Kansas City, not being at home. And for me, it is, what can I do to help others? So I'm looking forward to going home soon. I'll be back in Jersey in about 2 weeks, and looking to see what I can do. But more importantly, what has this taught me, besides wanting to do work out in the world, but what has it taught me? What are those lessons? So today when I do the practice with you, I will definitely be setting my intentions and learning from this time in our lives. All right, so whatever that means, let us begin by coming into a nice comfortable seated position, removing the flesh away from your sits bones, allowing your knees to come down towards the earth. Bring your hands on your knees, palms down or palms up, or in a nice little mudra. The chin parallel with the earth, the crown of our heads up towards the heavens, and breathe. Very gently, very compassionately, slowly close your eyes, or bring your eyes to a nice soft gaze. Just finding that moment to connect with the breath. Deep inhale, filling the belly, and deep exhale. Very gently, very compassionately, slowly bring your focus towards the tip of your nose as you feel the oxygen flowing in and out. Deep inhale, filling the belly, and deep exhale. Let's bring that inhale to a count of 3 together. Inhale 1, inhale 2, inhale 3, and exhale 3, exhale 2, exhale 1. Let's bring that to 5. Inhale 1, inhale 2, inhale 3, inhale 4, inhale 5, and exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that inhale to 3 as we inhale 1, inhale 2, inhale 3, and exhale 3, 2, 1. And just breathe. Finding one part of your body that you feel is holding on to some form of energy. And slowly let that energy go, maybe by moving that spot, maybe wiggling that spot, or just bringing some light and bringing some breath to that area. As you begin to connect with the breath, you should begin to connect with this moment. Deep inhale and deep exhale. Let us begin today's practice with 3 chants of Om. Deep inhale. You slowly raise both of your arms up towards the sky, palms to touch. Slowly bringing both of your hands in front of your heart chakra to dedicate your practice, to dedicate your energies, and to set your intentions for your practice today on your mats. Inhale. Exhale as you slowly raise both of your arms up towards the sky, bending the left elbow, taking the right hand and bringing it on top of that elbow. Feeling the shoulder blades come together towards the back, lifting the chin. Engage your core. So tuck the tailbone in and up and engage that core. So we want that core to be part of that foundation that is going to help us. If you want, you can use that hand to press down softly onto that elbow. More importantly here, I want you to be mindful of opening up that heart chakra, bringing a little bit more love and compassion into our practice, into our worlds, into our homes. Inhale and exhale, raising both of your arms up towards the sky, this time bending the opposite elbow, taking that hand, bringing on top of that elbow. Same principles apply here. Tuck the tailbone in and up. Engage the core. Bring the shoulder blades together towards the back. And remembering a beautiful smile goes a long way, especially in Jersey or wherever you are on the planet. Inhale and exhale. Slowly raise both of your arms up towards the sky, palms to touch. Bring both of your hands in front of your heart chakra. Deep inhale and deep exhale and relax your arms. Ah, nice. All right, so let's get onto our mats if you're not on your mats already. And a little shameless plug here. A really good friend of mine is doing yoga, doing Tai Chi. And he's doing Tai Chi. It's called South Mountain Tai Chi. So if you go onto their Facebook, he does free Tai Chi classes every Sunday mornings. So check him out. Richard Mullen is a great human being, great Tai Chi master. All right, so let's get on to our mats. So also just to remind you that I am starting something new today here. So my music is coming from a different part. So please be with me with our technical difficulties if we have any, and hopefully you'll be able to hear me and the music. All right, so we're going to begin by coming into tabletop. We got Madonna to kick us off. So tabletop, spreading your fingers as much as possible, knees shoulder width apart. One way that you can check that is that if your hands came back, they come right into your knees. And just hanging out in tabletop. Lifting the chin or looking forward about 3 to 5 feet. Feel the palms of your hands pressing into the earth. Feeling your fingertips engaged with the mats. Bring your focus now towards your core. And very gently, very compassionately begin to open up your spine by doing your first round of cat-cow. Nice, smooth movements. Let the breath guide the body, and the body guide the breath. Nice, smooth movements. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Come to a nice soft pause as you slowly raise that right arm up towards the sky. So reaching up with that right hand, yet pushing down onto that left. Feel the shoulder blades come together towards the back. Deep inhale, deep exhale, taking the right arm, threading the needle. Bring the right shoulder onto the earth, bringing the right side of the head onto the earth. Keeping that left hand onto the earth. Slowly extend the left leg out behind you, keeping the toes and the balls of the feet onto the earth. Now feel free to stay here, or you can raise that left arm. Feel free to raise that left leg. Nice little balance here. See where you are. Be in this moment. If that left leg is raised, push back onto the heel and raise that left arm. And have fun with this. Deep inhale and deep exhale. Slowly bring down the left foot, bring down the left hand. Slowly unwind. And if you fell onto the earth, great. The only way to get up is to fall down. All right, back into tabletop. Next around the head. Nice, smooth movements. Let the body move the breath. Let the breath move the body. Come to a nice soft pause as you slowly raise the left arm up towards the sky, reaching up with that left hand. Inhale. Exhale, slowly thread the needle. Bring the left shoulder onto the earth. Bring the left side of the head onto the earth. Find your breath. Deep inhale and deep exhale. Changing my music here a little bit. As you slowly extend that right leg here. So that right foot stays on the earth, the toes or the balls of the feet. Push back onto that heel. As you slowly raise the right arm up towards the sky. Now you can stay here, or you can also raise that leg. Pushing back onto that heel. Those of you who have a levitation practice, feel free to start levitating. And just be mindful of how this side feels compared to the other side. Remember, the only way to get up is to fall down. Nice deep inhale. Deep exhale. Slowly bring down the foot. Bring down the knee. Bring down the hand. Unthread the needle. Come into your next round of cat-cow. Nice smooth movements. Remembering this time is for you, no one else. And what's more important about this time is this breath. So allow this breath to count. Come to a nice soft pause. As you tuck the toes, engage the core, and come into your first downward facing dog. Since it's our first downward facing dog, slowly pedal those legs. Nice smooth movements. Come to a nice soft pause as you slowly raise the heels. Allow the heels to melt down into the earth. Tuck the elbow in and out. Feel the palms of your hands pressing into the earth. Feel the shoulder blades come together towards the back. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Pucker up those beautiful lips and make some beautiful horse sounds. It'll help you speak the truth and make you better kissers. Whatever that means. Inhale, exhale. We're going to come into a nice little flow here. So look in between your hands. Shift your energies forward into plank. Beautiful flat backs. Now in our plank here, push back onto the heels. So that'll help you engage your legs. Bring your focus forward. Trust that you are doing exactly what you need to be doing. I am only here to guide you. If you need support, bring the knees onto the floor. If not, keep them up. Tuck in those elbows. Inhale. Exhale, engage the core as you slowly lower down to chaturanga, hovering over the earth. Up into your cobra. Those of us who have back problems, don't go up too high in cobra. Feel free to bring the arms out to the side too. Whatever's more comfortable for you, be there. Inhale here. Exhale into child's pose. In your child's pose, discover your breath. Inhale. Exhale, tuck the toes, engage the core. And now come into down facing dog. Find your breath. Look in between your hands. Jump or walk your feet up in between your hands. Tuck the chin towards the chest. As you slowly come up one vertebrae at a time. Raising the arms up towards the sky, palms to touch. Bring both of your hands in front of your heart chakra. Inhale and exhale. Let's shake that all out. All right, we're going to come into our flows. So we're doing 3 flows, and then we're going to add on to that, as you always know. I'm going to bring up the music up a little bit. Hopefully y'all can still hear me. Here we go. Raise the arms up towards the sky, palms to touch. A nice little back bend. Inhale. Exhale, slowly brings you forward to a nice forward bend. Now, we're going to stay in this forward bend here for a few breaths.
Oh, baby, you're so gorgeous.
So feel free to bring your hands underneath your toes.
How about you?
Tuck the chin towards the chest.
Take a little trip.
So this forward bend helps us move forward in our
My big
bodies.
body.
It also helps us move forward in our bodies. From a scientific perspective, it actually puts some pressure onto your immune system. So strengthening that immune system to help out any type of viruses or germs or bacteria that's coming into our world. Bring your arms behind your knees, tuck the chin towards the chest, and just bend the knees a little bit, keeping the chin tucked if you can. Those of you who have your eyes open, make sure that your heels are nice and parallel with each other as much as possible, and your big toes. Find one breath here, inhale. Exhale, bring the hands onto the earth, straightening out the knees. Tuck the chin towards the chest, bring your focus towards your core as you slowly come up one vertebrae at a time. Chin being the last thing to come up. Raise your arms up towards the sky, palms to touch. A nice little back bend, inhale. Exhale, slowly bring you forward to a nice forward bend. Raise the torso halfway up. Torso back down towards the earth as you come into plank. Remember, bring your knees onto the earth if you need support. Bring in those elbows. Slowly lower down to chaturanga. Up into your cobra. Cobra into the child. Child into the dog. Pedal those legs if you need them to be pedaled, releasing any energy. Look in between your hands. Jump or walk your feet up into your hands. Tuck the chin towards the chest. Slowly coming up one vertebrae at a time. Raising your arms up towards the sky. Another back bend. Inhale. Exhale. Brings you forward to a nice forward bend. Raise the torso halfway up. Torso back down towards the earth. Coming into plank. The plank brings you down to your chaturanga. Chaturanga up into your cobra. Cobra into the child. Child into the dog. Let the breath guide you. You're doing beautiful, everyone. Be in this moment. Look in between your hands. Jump or walk your feet up in between your hands. Tuck the chin towards the chest. Slowly coming up one vertebrae at a time. Arms up towards the sky. Palms to touch. Nice little back bend. Exhale brings you forward to a nice forward bend. Raise the torso halfway up. Torso back down towards the earth as it comes to plank. Plank brings you down to chaturanga. Chaturanga up into the cobra. Next breath into child. Next breath into dog. Feel those vibrations. Yes. Look in between your hands. Jump or walk your feet up in between your hands. Tuck the chin towards the chest. Slowly coming up one vertebrae at a time. Here we're going to raise our arms up towards the sky, palms to touch. Come into a nice little side bend over here towards the right. So feeling the stretch in your ribs, legs nicely strongly grounded into the earth. Coming back to center as you slowly come over towards the other side. Coming back to center. A nice little back bend. Inhale. The exhale slowly brings you forward to a nice forward bend. Raise the torso halfway up. Torso back up towards the earth as you come to plank. Let the plank bring you down to chaturanga. Chaturanga up into the cobra. Cobra into the child. Child into the dog. Slowly raise the right leg up. Push back onto the right heel. Right heel, left buttocks, opening up that hip. Feeling that openingness as your palms are pressed into the earth. Straightening out that right leg. Look in between your hands. Bring the right foot in between your hands. Here, we're going to bring down that left heel. So that left heel is grounded to the earth. Find your breath here. Slowly inhale those arms up towards the sky. So the spine is coming down, and that's what's going to make the right knee bend. The right knee is only bending because the spine is coming down. Feel that breath. Hands up under our heart chakra. Palms pressed together. Feel the shoulder blades come together towards the back. Inhale. Exhale, one more breath. As you bring both of your hands onto the earth, coming back into down facing dog. Find that breath. Look in between your hands. Jump or walk your feet up in between your hands. Tuck your chin towards the chest. Coming up one breath at a time. Raise the arms up towards the sky. Nice little side bend over towards the right. Coming back to center. Sit over towards the left side. Coming back to center. Nice little back bend. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly reach it forward to a nice forward bend. Raise the torso halfway up. Torso back down towards your earth. Come to the plank. Plank puts you down to your chaturanga. Chaturanga up into your cobra. Cobra into the child. Child into the dog. Find that breath. Slowly raise the left leg up behind you. Left heel, right buttocks, opening up that hip. Feeling that openness. Inhale. Exhale, straightening out that left leg. Now bring the left leg in between your hands. Bring down that right heel. So grounding that right leg into the earth. Find your breath here. Slowly raise those arms up towards the sky with a nice inhale. Palms to touch. Bring both of your hands in front of your heart chakra. Feel the shoulder blades come together towards the back. That right leg nicely grounded into the earth. The left knee is only bending because the spine is coming down. Find that breath. Inhale. Exhale, bring both of your hands onto the earth as you come back into downward facing dog. Pedal out those legs. Look in between your hands. Jump or walk your feet up in between your hands. Tuck the chin towards the chest as you slowly come up one vertebrae at a time. Here we go. Raise your arms up towards the sky. A nice little side bend to the right. Coming back to center, so come over towards the left side. Coming back to center, nice little back bend, inhale. Exhale brings us forward to a nice forward bend. Find that breath. Raise the torso halfway up. Torso back down towards the earth as you come to plank. Now let this plank bring you down to your chaturanga. Chaturanga up into your cobra. Cobra into the child. Child into the dog. Slowly raise the right leg up behind you. Push out onto the right heel. Right heel, left buttocks, opening up that hip. Inhale. Exhale, straightening out the right leg. This time the right knee comes to the outside of that right elbow. Find that breath. Inhale. Exhale, push back onto the right leg. Look in between your hands. Bring your right foot in between your hands. As you bring down the left heel. Find that breath. Slowly raise those arms up towards the sky. Palms to touch. Bring both of your hands in front of your heart chakra. Now look over towards the left shoulder. Twist the upper torso towards the left. Allow your arms to come out to the side. And now look over your right fingers. Bring down the spine, which is going to make the right knee bend. That left leg represents your past. The right leg and that right hand represents where you are going. Feel the shoulder blades come together towards the back and begin to set your intentions. Imagine the world that you wish to live that is within your realms of possibility, for you create those possibilities. The time is now. Inhale. Exhale, bring both of your hands onto the earth, coming back into downward facing dog. it back to center. Nice little back bend. Inhale. Exhale, slowly push it forward to the nice forward bend. Raise the torso halfway up. Torso back down towards the earth as you go into plank. Plank brings you down to chaturanga. Chaturanga up into your cobra. Cobra into child. Child into your dog. Slowly raise the left leg up behind you. Left heel, right buttocks, opening up that hip. Feeling that openingness that is you. Journey out the left leg, and now bring the left knee over towards the left elbow. Now here, if you can push back onto that right heel, beautiful. If not, do what you can. Feel free to bring down that right knee if you need support. Push back onto that left leg, beautiful everyone. As you're looking between your hands, bring that left foot between your hands. Bring down that right heel. Find your breath. Slowly raise the arms up towards the sky. Palms touch. Bring both of your hands in front of your heart chakra. Pushing down onto that heel. Both heels actually. Look over the right shoulder. Twist the torso over towards the right. So that left knee is still bent, that right leg is still pressing into the earth. Hands in front of a heart chakra. Slowly bring those arms out to the side as you look over the left shoulder. Feel free to close your eyes or keep your eyes open. Set your intentions. Remember, you are doing the best that you can for this moment. The next moment will come with great possibilities. Inhale. Exhale. Left hand comes onto the earth. Right hand comes onto the earth. Coming back into downward facing dog. Pedal out those legs. Inhale. Exhale. Looking between your hands. Jump or walk your feet up in between your hands. Tuck the chin towards the chest. Slowly coming up one vertebrae at a time. Raising those arms up towards the sky, palms and touch. Bring both of your hands in front of your heart chakra. Inhale. And exhale, let your arms go. Find that breath. All right, shake that all out. So we're going to come into a nice standing pose here. And it's our standing pose that's going to give us this opportunity to really set our intentions and move forward. We're going to set our intentions for the next round that we're about to do. As we come into the next standing pose, I want you to be really mindful of where have you been. Be mindful of where you are. And let that energy be the energy that moves you forward. You are pure possibilities. It's very easy for us to forget about it. But it's also, remember, empowering to know that at every moment you can set your intentions and begin anew. So let's do that together as a beautiful sangha. Feet together. Making sure that your feet are nice and parallel with each other. Tuck the tailbone in and up. Engage the core. Squeeze your butt cheeks together. It'll help you with your foundation. Arms along your side. Palms facing out. Chin is parallel with the earth. Close your eyes. And just breathe. Finding that even breath. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Slowly raise all 10 toes. Bring down each toe one at a time. Spreading your toes across your mat. And as the body begins to sway, rediscover the stillness. And as the mind begins to sway, rediscover the focus. Finding the stillness of the thoughts by being in this moment. Imagining as if the crown of your head is being pulled up towards the heaven or towards the universe. Inhale and exhale. And if you can, connect with that heartbeat. Connect with that energy that's pulsating throughout the body, throughout your veins. Not the energy of thought, but that energy of those cells that make you the incredible, beautiful, powerful you that you are. Slowly take the ends of your mouth, bring them up a little bit, creating a nice little smile. Inhale. Exhale, raising both of your arms up towards the sky, palms to touch. Bring both of your hands in front of your heart chakra. Set those intentions. Coming into the next flow. This flow will be for you to set your intentions as we approach another day, another cycle of the moon, and another cycle of our thoughts and of our breath and of our lives. Each day offers an opportunity for newness. Each day offers an opportunity of growth. Each day offers an opportunity for more compassion, whatever that means. Inhale and exhale and shake that all off. All right, here we go. Coming to our mats again. That was beautiful, everyone. Thank you. Let's get this going. Raising our arms up towards the sky, palms to touch. A nice little side bend. Either side is fine. Coming back to center as you go over towards the other side. Coming back to center, nice little back bend. Inhale. Exhale, slowly brings you forward to a nice forward bend. Raise the torso halfway up. Torso back down towards the earth, coming back into plank. Plank brings you down to your chaturanga. Chaturanga up into your cobra. Cobra into the child. Child into the dove. Get a nice deep inhale here. And a nice exhale, let it go. As you raise the right leg up towards the earth. Raise the right leg up, sorry. Right heel, left buttocks, opening up that hip. Stretching out the right leg, right knee goes over towards the right elbow. Find that strength that is you. Push back onto the right heel. This time the right knee goes over towards the left elbow. Yes! Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Push back onto the right leg. Right foot comes in between the hands. Left heel comes out to the earth. Raising the arms up towards the sky. Palms to touch, bring both of your hands in front of your heart chakra. Look over the left shoulder. Torso, only the torso turns. Arms come out to the side. Look over the right fingers. Bring down the spine. Set your intentions. Left arm comes back to the left thigh as you raise the right arm up. Inhale for peaceful warrior. Exhale, bending the right elbow. Right elbow comes on top of the right knee as you raise the left arm up. Left hand is facing down, right hand is facing up. You are holding the world that you are creating. Be in that world, whatever that means. Inhale, and then exhale, coming back into that beautiful warrior. Looking over the right fingers. Be in this moment. Bring both of your hands up onto the earth. Coming back into downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Look in between your hands. Jump or walk your feet up in between your hands. Tuck the chin towards the chest. Slowly coming up one vertebrae at a time. Raising both of your arms up towards the sky. Palms to touch. Nice little side bend. Coming back to the other side. Back to center. A nice little back bend. Inhale. The exhale slowly brings you forward to a nice forward bend. Raise the torso halfway up. Torso back down towards the earth as you come to plank. Plank brings you down to chaturanga. Chaturanga up into your cobra. Cobra into the child. Child into the dog. We're almost there, everyone. Slowly raise the left leg up behind you. Left heel, right buttocks, opening up that hip. Straightening out the left leg. Left knee comes to the outside of that left elbow. Yes, you can. This is about you and no one else. Inhale. Exhale, push back onto the left leg. Left knee goes over towards the right elbow. Nice twist. Oh, yes. Inhale. Exhale. Push back onto that left leg. Look in between your hands. Bring the left leg in between your hands. Bring down that right heel. Pressing into that right leg. Slowly coming up into that beautiful segue as we come into the beautiful roundings. A warrior. Hands in front of our heart chakra. Look over the right shoulder. Twist the torso over towards the right. Making sure that right leg is pressing into the earth. Left knee is only bending because the spine is coming down. Hands out to the side. Look over the left fingers. Set your intentions. Imagining a world that you wish to live. The world that you wish to create. The power has always been within you. Right hand comes over towards the right thigh as you raise the left arm up towards the sky. Finding that beautiful, peaceful moment. Bending the left elbow comes on top of the left knee, raising the right arm. The right hand is facing down, left hand is facing up. If you can here, squeeze the shoulder blades together towards the back. Find the breath. Imagining as if there's a beautiful universe that's within your hands. And now just don't imagine it. Believe it. Inhale. Exhale, coming back into that warrior. Looking over the left fingers. Deep inhale. Deep exhale as you bring both of your hands onto the earth. Coming back into down facing dog. Deep inhale. Deep exhale, looking between your hands. Jump or walk your feet up between your hands. Tuck the chin towards the chest. As you slowly come up one vertebrae at a time. Use your core to bring you up. Raise the arms up towards the sky, palms to touch. Bring both of your hands in front of your chest. Find the breath. Inhale. And exhale. Relax your arms. All right. So that is just our beginning. We're getting ready to do some yoga now. All right, so we're gonna lay on our backs now. Do just a couple of stretches on our backs. Want to make sure that we get in 3 bridges. Remember, those bridges are those poses that link us from one pose to the next, from one journey to the next. And as we say goodbye to April, hello to May, as we end another cycle of the moon, a lot of newness are around there. And the newness that's within you, just like the waves come in onto the shore and then come back. This beautiful circle, right? One gives to the other as we take a deep inhale and the next exhale. These bridges help us link from one journey to the next, from one moment to the next, whatever that means. All right, so let's lay on our backs. Arms along our side. Walk your feet as close to your buttocks as much as possible. Pressing the palms firmly into the earth. As you slowly raise those hips. So we're going to do a couple of variations here. Raise those hips up, squeeze your butt cheeks together, making sure that your feet are pressing into the earth, palms pressing into the earth. Nice deep inhale here. And deep exhale, slowly bring down the spine. Bring the knees into the chest, squeezing the arms around the knees as you rock from side to side. Come to a nice soft pause. Bring both of your feet onto the earth, arms along your side. This time we're going to raise the hips and bring our arms as far back as we can, palms facing up. Pressing up as much as you can. If you have lower back problems, don't come far as up as you think you can. Remembering, this is about you. We want to reach that edge that's challenging but not painful. Inhale here. And exhale, begin to let go as you bring down the heels, bring down the arms. Knees come into the chest, wrapping the arms around the knees, rocking from side to side. One last one, feet come onto the earth. Walk your feet as close to your buttocks as much as possible. Raise those hips, arms come all the way back, and this time raise your heels. Palms are facing up. Nice deep inhale here. Nice deep exhale, bring down the heels, bring down the hips, bring the arms back onto the earth. Bring the knees into the chest, rocking from side to side. We need to make sure we get into a beautiful happy baby. So arms come in between the legs, grab the bottoms of your feet, opening up to the side. Feel that greatness and feel that opening, right? These positions that open up our hips and open up our chakras, allow the energy to flow freely through our bodies, as opposed to it to getting stuck. And for me, that energy gets stuck in my lower back, in my shoulders. Inhale and exhale. Bring the knees together. Wrap your arms around your knees. Tuck the chin towards your chest as you slowly rock all the way up. Rock all the way back down. Rock all the way up. All the way back down. All the way up. And all the way back down. And come to a nice seated position. We're almost there, wherever there is. All right. So here we're going to bring our feet onto the earth, wrapping our arms around our knees. Tuck the tailbone in and up. Engage the core. Chin parallel with the earth. Now you can grab opposite elbows. You can bring your palms in front of your heart chakra. You can just stay here. Find your breath. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Slowly bring the hands onto the earth. You can sit crisscrossed. Raise your arms up towards the sky. Taking the right hand, bring it on top of the left thigh. Left hand comes onto the earth. We're going to raise the spine up on the inhale. And then exhale, twist that all out as you look over the left shoulder. That right hand is pressing onto the thigh just to get that nice little push and edge into our lower back. Feel free to close your eyes and make sure that your shoulders are nice and relaxed. And if you can, bring the shoulder blades together towards the back. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to center. So these twistings help us with our lower back to release energy. It's also another way to let go of toxins, right? Toxins, not so much about what we're putting into our body through food and drinks, but also the toxins that we breathe in, and the toxins that come into our minds, the toxins that are on the screens that we're constantly watching, or those people that might not be the best people that we should be listening to, whatever that means. So we're going to twist on the other side. I want you to be mindful of what it is that you need to let go. All up to you. Ready? Raise your arms up towards the sky. Taking the left hand, bring it on top of the right thigh. Left hand comes onto the earth behind you. We're going to raise the spine up. Inhale. Exhale, twist over towards the right. Looking over the right shoulder. Crown of our heads was up towards the sky. Feel the shoulder blades come together towards the right. Let go, let go, let go. It's the only way to make space for the new. chin is parallel with your ear. Feel that energy that is going through your body, in your body, and out of your body. Lifting the chin. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. Inhale. And then exhale one more breath. As you slowly let go and begin your journey onto your mats. As you prepare your minds and your breaths toes, wiggle your fingertips, your mouth, your nose, as you slowly begin to order your thoughts. Deep inhale, deep exhale as you slowly bring both of your knees into your chest, squeezing your knees into your chest for a nice tight squeeze. Very gently, very compassionately, slowly roll over towards the right side, creating a nice little pillow with your right hand as you place the left hand in front of you onto the earth. Taking a few breaths here to be mindful of the work that it took for you to get here today, to honor your practice, to honor your energies, and to honor you. Taking a few more breaths to be mindful of who you're dedicating your practice to, and continually sending that energy of love and compassion out into the universe. And lastly, taking a few more breaths just to be mindful of setting those intentions and where you are setting those intentions. That you don't need just a warrior pose to help you set those intentions, although it helps. But that every breath, every moment, every time you wake up, every time you blink, it's an opportunity to see the world in a new way. To begin that new chapter, whatever it is that chapter that you're looking to do, begins with a desire, begins with your thoughts, then leads into your actions. Whatever that may be. Deep inhale, and deep exhale, slowly pushing up into a nice sitting position. All right. So, getting ready to conclude this practice that we call yoga. Nice seated position, hands come out to our knees, palms down or palms up. Chin is parallel with the earth, the crown of our heads up towards the sky. Let us end today's practice with 3 chants of Om. Deep inhale. Slowly bringing both of your hands in front of your heart chakra, bowing your heads in gratitude. Namaste. Honor the light and love in all of you. Thank you so very much for sharing this beautiful and strong and compassionate practice that we call yoga. It is a privilege and an honor to have this opportunity to work with you all, even if it is virtually. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I will be here again next week, next Sunday at 4:30, New York City time. And also just to let you all know is make sure you check out that video that I posted on this link. It'll just give you something to think about. And then also I'll put on my link a video that I did for Columbia University doing an introduction about oming, looking at the historical components, looking at the scientific components and the spiritual components. And then at the end of that webinar, we do a little bit practicing of those chakras and that vibration that you all automatically do. I hope you have a beautiful week, remembering all that incredible work that you did today. Set those intentions. Again, it's an honor to be here with you all. Thank you very much for the JCC for making this happen. And I hope to see you all very soon. All right, everyone. Namaste. Be good to yourselves. Ciao.